You're listening to the Traffic and Conversion Show. I'm your host, Michelle Fernandez, and I often hear entrepreneurs say, Michelle, the struggle is real when it comes to finding new clients and making money consistently. I just want to stay doing what I know and what I love in my business. Like marketing is just no fun. Well, if you sometimes struggle with shifting into that marketing mindset, today I'm sharing with you 5 marketing mindset shifts to help grow your business. So stay tuned. Hey there, welcome back to the show. Do you ever feel like you're doing all the things and you're doing all the things marketing and you're not getting the results that you're looking for? Or you are doing the marketing and you know that there is so much more that you can be doing. And like you get into this funk and then you almost feel like giving up. I get you. I've totally been there and it's really not funny because the thing is that how do you plan on finding new clients if you don't want to market your business? Marketing and sales is the biggest thing to do when it comes to running your business. I figured out what people really mean when they say they don't want to market their business, right? Or it's no fun, right? Sometimes it's usually two things. I don't want to be that girl that's spamming my feed, right? And it also means that I don't know how to market my business or I am just uncomfortable with it. That sound familiar? Well, you don't have to be spammy or feel like super sleazy when it comes to selling. And you just need someone to help you basically show you the how, right? A marketing mindset is all about being creative and understanding your customer. It's about seeing the world through your customer's eyes and understanding what they want even before they know it themselves, right? So now that you know this, how does this increase your level of enthusiasm towards marketing? It should increase it by a lot because working with and helping your customers is your favorite thing to do. Am I right? So, how might you be proactive instead of reactive and always looking for new opportunities to market your product or service? All right. So, for just a minute, let's just forget about the how for now and focus on you as the visionary and knowing your customers inside and out, right? So, when it comes to avoid feeling sleazy, think about it as coming more from the heart. Like your brand and your messaging has to have your authentic voice. So, how might you embrace your strengths, your knowledge, and your expertise to basically show that true desire of you helping people, right? And if you're thinking, like, I don't want to be on social 24/7, well, what if you didn't have to? Social media platforms is just one way to market your business. A great marketing strategy includes a variety of tactics that can bring your business and develop a system to attract, nurture, and convert a prospect into a customer. It's all about basically figuring out what works best for you, build upon what's working, and find ways to improve that, right? Marketing is somewhat of a confidence thing, right? It's all about embracing yourself, embracing your business, and what you stand for. And if you're feeling like you're spending all your time marketing, because usually in the beginning you are, and even as you're growing your business, you should be, right? But here's the thing, you should be spending all your time marketing and in sales, right? However, you don't have to be the one to be doing it. You can hire it out or have somebody to guide you, right? Because another big thing is like what we talked about earlier is you don't know what you're doing or how to do it. By having somebody either hiring to do it or guide you, that's kind of releasing some of that pressure for you, right? The bottom line is that you have to be clear on your marketing strategy. You have to be clear on who you are marketing to. You have to be clear on what you're marketing to them, right? Like your product or service. And you have to be very clear on your value proposition, which is your core messaging. Okay. Your goal is to get a steady flow of new people getting to know who you are and what you're about. And once you figure that out, what's working best, moving people through your funnel, basically becoming aware of who you are all the way even past the sale through that transformation, then it's a matter of just improving on it. Also, to figure out how you're improving on it, the shift that you have to look at is like, are you doing a regular review of your marketing efforts? And the answer should be yes. Some of you might be saying, well, wait, how often should I be doing that? I say at least once a month. And I would even go further to saying weekly. Some of you might be saying, wait, what, weekly? Yes. Depending on what you're doing, I would definitely be looking at it weekly, because this allows you to figure out what's working and what's not. And more importantly, that's going to help you with your budget. Can you imagine if you're doing something and you're not checking in on it? And so at the end of the month, you're like, uh-oh, I just spent all this money on something that wasn't even working, right? The other cool thing about looking at it weekly is that you'll be able to see which content is driving more traffic so you can possibly do more of what is working, right? Because let's just face it, marketing becomes fun when it's working. Sales become fun when it starts generating like revenue, right? So if you can be looking at it every week to figure out what is working, then it becomes more fun for you to be like, oh, I could totally do another one of those, right? A big thing is focusing on one thing at a time. Listening to all the gurus and what they're saying or what they're doing can sometimes like make you feel like in order for you to be successful, you have to do all of that too. Or it's like pulling you in all these different directions. Like I've totally fallen into this trap, right? It's like someone will say webinars are dead or challenges are the things or live webinars, recorded webinars. Like, oh my gosh, right? And honestly, we see the evidence that it works with a bunch of different people. So it's not the fact of will this work or will this not work, right? Because we see evidence all over the place that it is working for people. We just need to figure out what we want to do, right? What our clients respond to, and pick that one thing, get it all done, and stick to it. Basically giving it time to work. So it's that rinse and repeating, which sometimes you're like, this is kind of boring, right? Because you're a visionary, you're creative, you want to, do all these things and work on that part. However, we want to definitely stick to it and give it time to see if something's working. If we're switching or not, we're always going to be in this thing like, oh, marketing doesn't work for me, right? Well, every time you think that, think about that you won't be getting the leads and sales, and therefore you won't have a business, because business needs to generate leads and sales in order for it to stay afloat. Now, digital marketing is an ever-changing world. So if you can like kind of be comfortable with that in your mind, and comfortable with the fact that you're always going to be learning because something else comes new, which means that you always will have room to grow. We don't ever want to be thinking that we're just going to get it perfect, we're going to get it right, and that's it. Because we know that that's not a thing. Even with the thing that you love to do, right? Because even our own customers, when they go through our stuff, they're going to reach a point where they're ready for that next thing. So yes, you've perfected that, but then there's always going to be something else coming. Okay. So knowing that the tried and true marketing concepts that stand the test of time, if you get those down, then you'll be able to adapt to any new platform or any new trend that comes around. All right. Okay. So circling back to the how, like one way is to get your ticket into my annual marketing game plan workshop. It's totally live. It's 3 hours where you'll actually be mapping out what you're going to be doing for your business. Okay. I am going to show you how to create a marketing game plan, a winning one, by the way, focused on the major outcomes that you want to achieve in your business. It's like no more guessing. Okay. So go grab your ticket at themichellefernandez.com/annual. I'll drop it in the show notes. And the cool thing is that you'll walk away knowing exactly where you should be spending your time and where you should be spending your money in regards to your sales and marketing efforts, and make it easier to get your team involved and plan ahead. Because that's one of the things is that I hear this all the time. It's like, oh, I was going to do this launch. And then you start working on everything marketing wise to get the word out like a week ahead of time. And then you don't get the results that you want, right? So let's put the whole game plan in place so we can have a winning team. I just watched this special on Netflix. It's called The Redeem Team, which is the USA basketball team where they came back to show a win. And one of the things that they said is they planned, actually, they just thought they can all get together because there's all these A players, right? And they thought, oh, we'll just get together and show up for the game. No, no, no. They got to learn how to work as a team. So they went 3 years in a row every summer and did certain things in order for them to show up and play as a team and get the win. Right. So that's what we're really looking to do here is get the win for 2023 and really say, hey, these are the goals that I want, my revenue, the number of customers I want to work with. Now, how am I going to make that happen? And that happens in your marketing department. And that's what we're going to work on together. I'm so excited for it. And I hope you are too, because I will make it as fun as I possibly can. All right. I appreciate you so much for being here with me today. Cheers to making some marketing mindset shifts to increase your leads and sales. Until next time, let's grow your business together.